There is breaking news from Washington that's shaking up Wall Street. The chair of the U.S. Federal Reserve, the central bank that has a crucial role in the American economy, is under investigation by the Trump administration. Willie Lowry is with us on this story. Willie, Trump has been feuding for some time with the federal chair, Jerome Powell. What is Powell saying now?
Susan, he has, but this is an extraordinary development, and it's been met with some pretty forceful resistance from Jerome Powell. The 72-year-old chair of the Federal Reserve is normally a pretty restrained guy, but in a video released Sunday, Powell was clear. This is an assault on the independence of the country's central bank. Let's take a listen to Jerome Powell from that video released yesterday.
The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president. This is about whether the Fed will be able to continue to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions, or whether instead monetary policy will be directed by political pressure or intimidation.
So at issue here is whether Powell gave false testimony to Congress about a costly renovation of the Reserve's headquarters here in Washington. Powell says the administration, though, is using that as a pretext to undermine the central bank and to go after him.
It's really another extraordinary moment. I mean, we've seen Fed chairs and presidents disagreeing over monetary policy before, but Donald Trump is under big pressure on the economy. And what is the Trump administration saying now?
Yeah, so Donald Trump spent much of his first year in office pressuring Powell to cut interest rates and expressing his frustration with the Fed chair when he did not. But speaking to NBC yesterday, Trump said he knew nothing about this investigation, but he added that Powell was, in his words, not a very good Fed chair and not very good at building buildings. The Department of Justice, meanwhile, would not comment on the investigation, but told U.S. media that the Attorney General has instructed her U.S. attorneys to prioritize investigating any abuse of taxpayer dollars. Powell's term as chair is set to end in May. And I should add here, Susan, that the markets have taken notice to this latest development. Future markets are down, pointing to a fall on Wall Street when the trading opens next hour. Gold, meanwhile, jumped 2%, a record high, suggesting potential instability and concern with what's happening.
A very public dispute. Thanks, Willie.
My pleasure.